Hey, what's going on, guys? Fox here, bringing yet some more entertainment into your lives with my amazing videos that no one knows about. On to what I'm going to talk about today is Medal of Honor Warfighter, the game that is releasing just 2 days from now on the 23rd of October. If you didn't know yet, Medal of Honor Warfighter is also going to be using Battlelog, the website that was made for Battlefield 3. The website's still called battlelog.battlefield.com, but the thing I will be covering about today is the maps of Medal of Honor Warfighter and a new feature that they have released that will be talked about at the end of this video. So basically, what I see here is the setup is basically the same as Battlelog for Battlefield 3 because the website is the same. So you won't have too much of a trouble to kind of reorient to Medal of Honor Warfighter. Basically, the maps I see here are Somali Stronghold, the first one, which looks like a desert scenario with one lone castle in the middle. I anticipate this will be some kind of domination game mode, but I cannot be absolutely sure right now. The next map up is Sarajevo Stadium. It is the map that released on Xbox Live to the demo. And the next map here is Hera Dunes. If you have seen Star Wars, it reminds me a lot of Tatooine, the planet from Star Wars. It's basically a sandstorm brewing, and I see maybe a little village, just maybe a little building in the distance there. And the next map I'm going to talk about is very different from the past three. It is called Shogor Valley. Judging from the name, it may take place in Japan. I'm not sure, but that may be a little hint about the campaign as well. Shogor Valley is a jungle type game map. I guess that's a more appropriate word for it. With a little river crossing in the middle of a valley, hence the name Shogor Valley. It looks like it may just be the next No Shark Canals of Medal of Honor Warfighter. Next up is Novigrad Warzone, which I cannot tell you much about because the thumbnail is so blurred out. So I'm going to move on straight to the next map, which is Basilian Aftermath. Basilian Aftermath looks a lot like the Aftermath DLC that they will be releasing for Battlefield. And basically from the trailer you see, if you remember, there's some broken down lampposts, some down power lines. That's pretty much all they're showing in this little thumbnail here. It almost looks exactly like the Battlefield little teaser trailer that they have given us. And the next one is Al Farah Cliffside, but don't let the name fool you. I see absolutely no cliffs in this thumbnail right here. It's just a little town. This is probably going to be some more urban combat. The next up is Tungawan Jungle, the last map of this little list here. I cannot tell much from this thumbnail because of my lack of observation skills, but what I can tell you is from the name, I don't really know the origin, but it's going to be another map, maybe like Shogor Valley. So I also see some of the game modes here, so I'll be reading those off to you as well. There are Home Run, Real Ops, Hotspot, Team DM, Team Deathmatch for long. See what I did there for long. Combat Mission, Warfighter, and Custom. I'll basically talk about the ones I think I may have a little thoughts about. Team Deathmatch, of course, is Team Deathmatch. Everyone knows about that. Sector Control may be some kind of domination type game mode, but I can't be sure. Warfighter, I feel, has a possibility of being a conquest, but I am not sure about that from the name. It is an absolute guess, but because the name is in the title, I think it should be the most popular game mode they're going to release. And last but not least that I'm talking about today is Combat Mission. I think that may be some kind of co-op mission that they have released for Medal of Honor Warfighter, but I cannot be sure. I can also access my stats here, so I can see some of the guns, and I am currently loading the stats page right as we speak. So basically, another thing I was going to talk about later on is the nation system, and that will be coming in a few minutes right after I basically analyze the stats page I see here. It looks pretty much like the Battlelog stats page for Battlefield 3, except they added a few things, and those are Warfighter Nation score and win percent instead of win-loss ratio. Warfighter's Nation score will be discussed in the Nations tab, which I will address shortly. So basically, I see 5 weapons here that I can know the names of right now, and they are the AKS-74U, HK-416C, LARU OBR 5.56, DD MK18, HK-416C. I'm guessing the AKS-74U will be like the M16, the gun that everyone starts out with, and I can't really get any more info about it because it's not releasing it to me. So on to the nations. Basically, what they have made here is Warfighter Nations, which is where you can choose a country to represent. Most of the people will probably choose their own country because that's what they want you to do here. And you basically spend Warfighter tokens on your nation. Before you get scared about, what? He said spend? We have to spend more money for EA? Not that kind of spend. They will be giving you free Warfighter tokens every single day. Basically, all you have to do is log on, hit the spin button, and basically have your nation level up a little bit. Currently, the United States is in 3rd place, and that is the country I am contributing to. The reason for this is because there's only 5 people contributing to the United States at this time, and they are the few like me who have discovered this little function that's already made available to us. In 2nd place right now is Canada with only 3 contributors, but they have more token to contributor ratio. And after that is France. France has 1 contributor, but he has contributed 143 tokens all by his own, which is almost more than Canada and the US combined. So basically, that's all I really wanted to address here today, and you'll see a little more about this later on as the game comes out, as people try out the game, have some more infos on it. Another quick little topic I wanted to address is platoons in Medal of Honor Warfighter. It seems that you can only join 1 platoon. It will not let you join multiple ones like it did in Battlefield 3. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is know the platoon you're going to join and choose wisely. I am currently in Grizzle's fire team, but I am planning to leave this once Culprit makes his own 008 platoon for Medal of Honor Warfighter. And that's all I'm going to be discussing here today, and you can see me in the near future with some Medal of Honor Warfighter gameplay. So this is going to be Fox Demon 16 signing out at the moment.